Okay, the reason that I'm asking you about your travel and where you've traveled, with whom, what you did there is because learning travel vocabulary is very important to make sure that you have the knowledge to make travel decisions from an English speaking country and learn words that are used in everyday conversation. So you will be writing a short narrative to describe a dream trip that you took using new travel words that we're going to go over. I'm going to hand out a definition sheet to help, so you can refer back to that. But we're going to talk about it first and put it in context. We're going to talk about modes of transportation. So that's airplane or bus, or can you think of any other modes? Trains, ship. Yeah, ship sometimes across the ocean. You can go by ship or a cruise ship. We're also going to talk about cardinal directions. So north, south, east, west, and the in-betweens, northwest, and some of those things. We're going to go ahead and pick a site that we'd like to, as a class, go on a trip, and we're going to actually book a ticket. We're going to go to Google and we're going to book a ticket, which will give us a travel agenda and give us some more vocabulary to talk about. So first, let's look at some pictures. So where do you think this is? What are some things that you see here? We see water features, beautiful stone outcroppings, cliffs, the sun setting in the distance, some clouds in the sky. So this is the Grand Canyon. Who here would like to go visit the Grand Canyon? And I actually took my daughter a few years ago and we hiked down and up. It was 18 hours. It was beautiful and we were super tired. All right, let's look at a different picture. Have any of y'all been hiking? Was it more woods or was it mountains? What about hiking down a cliff to this place? Where do you think this is? What do you see here? Beach, ocean, rocks, sky. Another beautiful sunset, it looks like. This is McKenna Beach in Maui. We actually got to live there for a while. I built houses on the island, and this is a beautiful beach. Let's look at another picture. We've been talking about outside and nature. This is kind of nature. It's what humans make when they have a chance. Where do you think this is? And what do you see here? We've got a water fountain, buildings, lots of lights. That's right, this is Las Vegas. Las Vegas is a pretty fun place. Has anybody been to Las Vegas? And who would like to go to Las Vegas? Yeah, me too. I'd like to go back, especially because now there's a lot more family-friendly things to do in Las Vegas, not just lose all your money gambling. Let's take a look at one more picture. A lot of times people like to go to this place. See if you know where this is. That's right. Disney World in Orlando, Florida. I think in the back there, that's Epcot Center. But what do we see here? We see a magical fantasy castle. We see some rides in the background, a blue sky. So these are all fun places that a lot of times people would like to visit. So I'm going to put a poll up in the chat. And out of these places, as a class, where do we want to go? Out of those four pictures, which one would you choose? And the most votes is where we're going to book a ticket to next. Okay. All right, Las Vegas it is. Well, let's start by learning a little bit about Las Vegas. So we can go ahead and go to Google Earth, and it's very simple to get there on your web browser if you ever want to do this, earth.google.com. It actually, in the URL, puts a bunch of information about where I'm located on this computer and doing the search from. So let's put in Las Vegas, and let's see what we get. Oh, there it is. We get a satellite view of Las Vegas. And it also offers a paragraph about Las Vegas. I'll read it with me, and I'll read it out loud. Las Vegas, colloquially referred to as Vegas, that just means it's short. Everybody says Vegas. It's the most populous city in the U.S. state of Nevada, the county seat of Clark County. All right, a little more information there. I could go to Wikipedia and get more information, and I can even go to Las Vegas's city site. But so there's Las Vegas, and if I zoom out, I can see that it is a city in the middle of desert, basically. And if I kind of want to know where it is in the United States, most of us are in Denver. So if I'm going from Denver to Las Vegas, what direction am I going to go? The way the map orientates itself is that up is north, down is south. And as I'm looking at this, my left is going to be west and my right is going to be east. So let me get back to it. All right, so if I'm here in Denver and I'm going to go this way to Las Vegas, I'm going west and I'm going south. So I'm really going southwest from Denver to Las Vegas. And how do you think I should get there? If I'm going to Las Vegas, would I take a boat? Probably not, right? Would I take a bus? I could take a bus. It might take a long time. A train might get me there, but probably the best way to get there is going to be by a plane. So I'm going to fly from Denver to Las Vegas. And that trip will take about an hour and a half, I think. But let's find out. Let's go ahead and go to the flights.google.com, and I can look up tickets. It can tell me how much the ticket's going to cost, information on how long it's going to take, when I want to leave, stuff like that. So let's go over to that. All right. So most of us are in Denver, and we're going to go to Las Vegas. Our departure, well, let's see. Now I've got some choices here, as I can see. If I leave, it looks like it's only $112 round trip if I leave on the 28th. Let's do that. Let's do a quick one. Leave on the 28th, we'll come back on Saturday. How about that? So now we can search for our ticket. And this gives us information that we're going to talk about in our vocabulary. How many bags am I going to bring? The different airlines with the different prices, the dates, the times. Is there a connection or is it a nonstop? Looks like all these are nonstop. Looks like Frontier is going to be our best airline. So you'll be writing a short narrative to describe a dream trip that you want to go on. We're going to use modes of transportation in this dream trip. How are you going to get there? Some directions. You're going to do a travel agenda, some of the activities that you want to do when you get there. And we're going to use sequencing, temporal markers to sequence, first, second, third, and fourth. So let's talk about our vocabulary.